Hi students, good morning. I am Dr. Majini Jaspella from Vistas. In the previous class, we have learned lot of things about introduction of company, nature of company, definition of a company, and the definition of joint stock company. Right? Now we can move it, lifting or pausing the corporate veil. Some of the important points I am going to highlight here. The first important point about lifting or pausing the corporate veil is protection of revenue. Second, the important aim of this lifting or pausing the corporate veil is prevention of fraud, determination of character, the avoiding legal obligations of the company, then company acting as agent or trustee of the shareholders, then avoidance of welfare legislation, then protecting the public policy. These are the important point about the lifting or pausing the corporate veil, right? Then we can move it. The statutory exceptions of this company law. First, the number of members below statutory minimum. The second important point about this failure to refund application money and misdescription of company's name and fraudulent trading, holding and subsidiary companies. These are the important statutory exemptions of this company law. Then we can see the company is distinguished from the partnership. Everyone knows about the meaning of the company and the partnership for meaning, right? Then we can move it further, distinguish between the company and the partnership firm. The first important point is regulating act. The regulation is most important to differentiate the company from the partnership firm. Second one is mode of creation, then the legal status, liability of members, management, transferability of interest, then authority of members, powers of the organization, restrictions on powers, then insolvency of firm and winding up of the company, debts of the company, dissolution, number of members of the company, then maintenance. Everything will be mentioned in the Companies Act. Even when we are going to start the business from the beginning itself, we have to follow all the rules and regulations, even if it is the Company Act or the partnership firms. Okay, then we can move it further. Introduction about this company legislation, how the company was formed, the company law related about this company. First, we can study the meaning of company law. The company legislation in India owes its origin to the English, that is the company law. The Companies Act passed from time to time in India have been following the Companies Act with a certain modification to suit Indian conditions. The first legislative enactment for the registration of joint stock companies was passed in the year 1850. This act was based on the English Companies Act 1844, that is known as the Joint Stock Companies. The act is 1844, which is recognized the company as a distinct legal entity but did not grant to it the privilege of limited company. Thank you.